إن الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله فمن حج البيت أو اعتمر فلا جناح عليه أن يطوف بهما صدق الله العظيم وببركة إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد معدن الجود والكرم وابنه الكريم وآله وبارك وسلم صلاة وسلاما عليك سيدي يا رسول الله. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated in the Quran, Inna safa wal marwata min sha'airillah, verily the Safa and Marwa are from the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are among the symbols of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَمَنْ حَجَّ الْبَيْتَ أَوْ اعْتَمَرَ, so whoever does Hajj, performs Hajj of the Bayt or performs Umrah, so there's no sin for him to go back and forth between them, meaning the Safa and Marwa. So we all know these are the blessed days of Dhul Hijjah, and 9th of Dhul Hijjah is the day of Arafah, and there are so many things going on. 10th will be the Eid al-Adha. So there are a lot of things to talk about, from the fazail of Qurbani and the manaqib, and to discuss the masail of Qurbani, and to discuss the masail of Hajj, and to discuss the manaqib of the Hajj. So inshaAllah we will be briefly talking about each one of these important things inshaAllah in our talk. So briefly talking about the Hajj, it's been narrated by Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, قال خطبنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he addressed us. خطبنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال يا أيها الناس, O the people, قد فرض عليكم الحج, or قد فرض عليكم الحج فحجوا, that the Hajj has been made mandatory upon you, so perform Hajj. فقال رجل, a person said, أكل عام يا رسول الله, he said, Ya Rasulullah, is it going to be every year? فسكت, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam did not say anything. حتى قالها ثلاثا, so he kept on repeating, أكل عام يا رسول الله, is it going to be every year ya Rasulullah? فقال, then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, لو قلت نعم لوجبت ولما استطعتم, that had I said yes, then Hajj would have been made mandatory every year and you would not be capable of doing that. ثم قال ذروني ما تركتكم فإنما هلك من كان قبلكم بكثرة سؤالهم واختلافهم على أنبيائهم فإذا أمرتكم بشيء فأتوا منهم ما استطعتم وإذا نهيتكم عن شيء فدعوه. So he sallallahu alayhi wasallam says that leave me on what I am leaving you with. فإنما, for indeed, هلك من كان قبلكم, whoever was before you got destroyed. بِكَثْرَةِ سُؤَالِهِمْ, due to their excessive questioning, وَاِخْتِلَافِهِمْ, and doing disagreements with their anbiya, those who were sent towards them, the anbiya alayhimus salatu wassalam, due to their kathrat suwal, excessive questioning and ikhtilaf, they got destroyed. فَإِذَا أَمَرْتُكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ, when I command you of something, فَأَتُوهُ مِنْهُ مَسْتَطَعْتُمْ, do as much, do everything in your power to complete or perform what Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam has commanded you of. وَإِذَا نَهَيْتُكُمْ عَنْ شَيْءٍ, and when Allah's Messenger, he says, when I stopped you from doing something, when I prohibited you from doing something, then فَدَعُوهُ, then leave it. So the basic point is that the Hajj is fard upon the people, it's not for every year. And the point we get from the hadith is that when Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam commands you of something, do it to the best of your ability, and whatever he prohibits you from, leave it. Another narration about the fadail of Hajj, وَعَنْهُ قَالَ سُئِلَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. So Ghaliban, this is narrated by Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He says that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was asked, Ayyul amali afdalu, which amal, which action is the best, is afdal, yani it's of the highest status. Qala imanum billahi wa rasulihi, the best thing is believing in Allah and His Messenger, is the best thing. Qila thumma madha, then what is it? What it is? Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Qala al jihadu fi sabilillah, jihad in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Qila thumma madha, then he was asked sallallahu alayhi wasallam, then which one, which action is the best? Qala hajjum mabrurun, the hajj which has been accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa anhu qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, man hajja lillahi falam yarfath walam yafsuq raja'a ka yawmin waladathu ummuh, that the one who performed Hajj and he did not do any corruption when he went for Hajj, and he did not do any fisq or rafath, he did not argue or fight with people over there, he did what he was supposed to, and he did not do any corruption or sinning, then he will return as if his mother had given him birth. This is the fadila of Hajj, my dear brothers and sisters. And Hajj is one of those things. Amr ibn As radiyallahu anhu, when he came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he came and he was going to pledge allegiance to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked him to put his hand forward, but then he stopped his hand. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he told him, Malaka ya Amr, what is it, ya Amr? Why did you stop your hand? Aw kama qala an-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, meaning why did you stop your hand? And he said, I want to put some conditions. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam inquired about the condition. He says that my condition is that I'm forgiven. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam tells him, Ama alimta ya Amr, do you not know, O Amr? And he tells him that Islam, when someone accepts Islam, it erases what he leaves behind. And another thing he tells him, Ghaliban there was another thing, but one of those things was the Hajj. It also erases what's before it. So this is the fadila of Hajj, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. So we're moving towards Eid al-Adha, we're moving towards Yawm al-Nahr, and from 9th of Zil Hijjah, from Fajr, we're going to be reciting the Takbir Tashriq after every Salat. And if you're praying with Jama'at, and recite also when you're praying individually. So after every Salat from the morning prayer, the Fajr prayer, on 9th of Zil Hijjah, that is going to be this coming Tuesday. The 9th of Zil Hijjah, we will recite Takbir Tashriq, and we will say Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. And we will continue this recitation until we reach the Asr of the 13th of Zil Hijjah. So if you're reading the Salat with Jama'at, then this is wajib, right? At least to say it once is wajib, and at least to say it 3 times, this will be afzal. This is good. This is better. So this is specifically for men. It's not wajib on the woman. The other thing is that we're going to be, inshallah, doing the Qurbani as well, and there are masail related to Qurbani as well. So Qurbani is also wajib on those people who are Sahib-e Nisab. And it doesn't have the condition of, for my knowledge, it doesn't have the condition of the zakat in a sense of hawlani hawl, meaning the passing of the entire year. So if you find yourself rich enough and you have reached the amount of nisab without the entire year passing, the Qurbani will be due upon you. And if you're baligh, it's on you. And if you're doing it on someone else's behalf, then you could do it with their permission on their behalf. So those were some brief masails, and you could, you should do it on your children's behalf as well. So those were some masails regarding for Qurbani. And the other thing was that it was mustahab for us to not trim our hairs and nails, regardless if we're doing Qurbani or not. If we are capable of doing it or not, it's mustahab to not trim your hairs from starting from the 1st of Zil Hijjah all the way until you've performed your Qurbani. So those were some masails relating to the Qurbani, and we talked about the Hajj as well. And in the beginning I recited that ayat, Inna Safa wal Marwata min sha'airillah. So Azizani Millat, these are all, Safa and Marwa and Maqam Ibrahim. These are all things related to Hajj and Umrah, and these are the symbols of Allah. And so these days remind us, and these symbols of Allah, they remind us, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these are the days of remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's best in these days that you do dhikr, and the best of the dhikr is La ilaha illallah in these days. So do kathrat of the dhikr in these days. That being said, whatever wrong was said was from my own nafs, whatever correct was said was from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillah.